in the order that you have drawn. So first in, it will be Cohen Cahoon of Charlotte, Montana with the junior maintainer. Second in, from the Junior Charlet Show, we'll look for Cora Clift of Ellensburg, Washington. Third in, your Junior Herefords, Cooper Miller of Newcastle, Wyoming. Fourth into the ring, from the Junior Angus breed, Cooper Miller, again of Newcastle, Wyoming. Fifth in, the Gelby Balancers and Kyla Mather. Sixth in, your Junior Red Angus, Hadley Hartman. Seventh into the ring, the Junior Shorthorn, Isabel Galliard. Eighth into the ring, the Simmental, Cale Roberts of Absaroka, Montana. Ninth into the ring, your Junior Shorthorn Plus, Kaylin Cahoon of Charlotte, Montana. And finally, 10th into the ring, we'll welcome the AOBs and Preston Hartman. We do want to give a shout out to the presenters of our Junior Supreme Row, the good folks at Western Ranch Supply. Thank you to Western Ranch Supply and Sullivan Supply for being a presenting sponsor of the Junior Supreme Show, open to our bull and female champions from the junior shows. Supreme Bull and Supreme Female will win brand new show boxes. While our judges are studying the females, we would like for our showman from the Bulls to head over to meet with Shelby at the in-gate. So Jace Dickerson or a representative from Junior Angus, Cora Clift or a rep from the Junior Charlet, Sarah Harfst or a rep from the Hereford, Cohen Cahoon or a representative from Maintainer, Taryn Cox from Red Angus, Shorthorn Plus, Cohen Cahoon, and Cale Roberts from the Simmental. If you or a representative could please meet with Shelby at the gate, we would appreciate it.
Well, if we could, as we wrap up the Nile here, let's give these exhibitors a big round of applause out here. What an impressive set of cattle that go through, and it's been a lot of fun for me the last week or 10 days or ever long I've been here to kick through these wood chips out here and look at these cattle. And I want to give a big shout out to the Nile and Shelby and her whole crew. They do an excellent job. This is a special place. You're in cattle country, but you young people have done a great job out here, and I think it's an awful impressive lineup. To you young people out here, you've got the world by the tail, and coming out in these Supreme drives is special. Soak it up. Thank everybody that helped you in the back, because I know if it wasn't for those people when I was young, I wouldn't be standing out here today. Impressive lineup. They're going to tell you who your Supreme is and go down the line here real quick. Before we do that, let's give them a big round of applause. Nile, it's been special out here to be a part of y'all this week. Thank you for having me.
Congratulations to Preston Hartman and his AOB heifer. Out of Tecumseh, Washington, Tecumseh, Nebraska, going to be your supreme champion for the junior show at the Nile 2024. Congratulations, Mr. Hartman. Well done, sir. Well done. We are going to go into our Junior Bulls show next. As the arena clears, I will wait for the nod from the powers that be, and then I will introduce your Bull Supreme row. It's just people are different. We have that. We are going to welcome into the show ring our Junior Supreme Drive on the bull side. We'll welcome from our Charlet breed Cora Clift of Ellensburg, Washington, number 1. Number 2 is going to be the Angus from Jace Dickerson of Paradise, Kansas. Number 3, the Junior Maintainer and the Junior Shorthorn Plus Cohen Cahoon of Charlotte, Montana. Number 4, Sarah Harfs of Sheridan, Wyoming. 5th into the show ring is going to be the Pride of Walla Walla, Washington, Taryn Cox with the Red Angus. And lastly, your Junior Simmental Bull from Cale Roberts of Absaroka, Montana. Welcome and good luck. Open females. Open females. We're going to have you meet in the corner there to get your numbers drawn right now. So from the Angus, Samantha Prouty, Corning, California, or a representative of the Showman, please. Out of the AOB, Hartman Cattle Company, Tecumseh, Nebraska. From the Charlet, J.D. Ledoux. From the Charlet Composite, Paxton Lovely. Hovely. From Balancer, Kyla Mather. From Hereford, Story Hereford Ranch. From Maintainer, Cohen Cahoon. Hartman Cattle for Red Angus. Summit Livestock for Shorthorn Plus. And Roberts Cattle Company for Simmental. Need to meet at the gate, please, to get your number drawn.
Folks ringside, let's put our hands together, show our appreciation for our junior bull exhibitors. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and certainly a lot of money to get to this point. And I'd encourage you juniors, as you go back, make sure you tell your families thank you, tell that team that helped you to get here, tell them thank you. But most importantly, go back and be proud of being part of the agriculture industry, being part of the beef industry. Go back and tell our story as you go home. With that said, it's awful neat to see the quality of the junior bulls out here. Hope you guys take these bulls and use them and continue to build and work them into some programs that you come back here with bred and owned cattle. Again, congratulations to all our juniors.
Congratulations. Congratulations to our Angus, our junior Angus showman, Jace Dickerson. They're going to be your supreme bull. Congratulations.
7, 3, 9, 4, 10, 1, 6, 5, 2, 8.
And with that, we are going to smoothly transition into the open show. We'll start with the females, of course. We will welcome into the show ring just as soon as we get the nod from our gate. There she is. How are you? Good to hear.
An old married man.
Yeah, old geezer, an old gummer. Good to see you. I do not. And with that, we're going to crack the gate on the open show for the females and welcome them in. We welcome number one at your Herefords from Story Hereford of Bozeman, Montana. Number two from your Shorthorn Plus, Summit Livestock, Charlotte, Montana. Number three, the AOB's Hartman Cattle of Tecumseh, Nebraska. Number four, your Charlet Composite from Paxton Hoveley of Payette, Idaho. In the fifth position, the Red Angus from Hartman Cattle Company of Tecumseh, Nebraska. Number six, the Maintainers from Charlotte, Montana's Cohen Cahoon. Number seven, the Angus from Corning, California, Samantha Prouty. Number eight, the Simmental from Roberts Cattle of Absaroka, Montana. Number nine, the Charlet from J.D. Ledoux of Harold, South Dakota. And finally, 10th in, your Balancer breed from Kyle Mather of Wilsall, Montana. And with that, I welcome you and wish you the very best of luck. And I do want to give a big shout out and a thank you to our judges that have been with us here all week long, doing an absolutely phenomenal job. Jeremy Vitor has been here with us, as well as Matt Leo and Josh Stroh here this afternoon to help us out with our Supreme Drive. A more knowledgeable and capable group you will not find. So Jeremy, Matt, and Josh, thank you so much for being here and sharing your talent and the skills and the knowledge that you have acquired over a lifetime with us here at the NILE. We do need to give a shout out to the Agribition Beef Supreme presented by CN. Grand champions will be invited to participate in the Agribition Supreme presented by CN, which is held as a finale to the Canadian Western Agribition's purebred beef events on November 30th of 2024. Grand champions from top shows across North America will be invited to compete with the Canadian Western Agribition Grand Champions for the title. The top 10 bulls and females will be announced with an overall bull and female champion declared. The bull and female Agribition Supreme Champions will each receive $10,000 in a custom belt buckle. So a thank you to Agribition for their generosity with us here at the NILE. And also a big shout out to Brevera Bank, proud sponsor of the Supreme Row Show. It'll feature the Open Grand Champion bulls and females. We invite the Open Champions to join us. Both Supreme recipients this year, I think you're going to like this. Going to receive a $3,000 check from the good folks at Brevera. So thank you, Brevera Bank, for helping us out at the NILE to make this an outstanding event. concerning our evening up at the rodeo, where we will do our selection for Supreme Drive. Let me give you the information that I've got in front of me. It's going to be a little bit different than last year's. We'll be selecting the Supreme Champions during the opening of the Ranch Rodeo. The approximate time to walk in at the Metro is 6:30. So stick around after the judging and meet the Expo show ring at 6:15. We'll meet right back here at 6:15. This is for the females and the bulls. We will line cattle up in the Expo Center before heading up the First Interstate Arena. Champions will need to return to the Expo Center following a selection for photos at the backdrop. So kind of bear that in mind. Open Supreme Drive. We all need to meet right back here at 6:15. All right, we have got our judging all finished up. We would dismiss the females and then invite you back at 6:15. And we will head up to the First Interstate Arena for the selection of our Supreme. We are going to welcome in the Bull Supreme Drive. Good luck to everybody. Here is the order that we are going to welcome in. We will welcome in from Roberts Cattle of Absaroka, Montana, your Simmental. From Sagebrush Cattle, Timber Creek Ranch in Wills Point, Texas, Marietta, Oklahoma, we welcome the Red Angus. Third in, Summit Livestock of Charlotte, Montana with the Maintainer. Hearts and Diamond Cattle Company of Warden, Montana with the Shorthorn Plus. From the Charlet, number 5, Clift Livestock, Ellensburg, Washington. From the Maine Anjou, Hearts and Diamonds Cattle Company, Warden, Montana. Number 7 is the Herefords from Frank Herefords of Roscoe, Montana. And 8th in, Lazy JB Angus of Montrose, Colorado with your Angus. And also, I just want to read it to you again here during the Bull Show, just like we did for the females. The grand champions will be invited to participate in the Agribition Beef Supreme presented by CN, which is held as a finale to the Canadian Western Agribition's Purebred Beef events, November 30th, 2024. Grand champions from top shows across North America will be invited to compete with Canadian Western Agribition Grand Champions for the title. The top 10 bulls and females will be announced with an overall bull and female champion declared. The bull and female Agribition Supreme Champions will each receive a check for $10,000 and a custom-made belt buckle. And also a thank you to the good folks at Bravera Bank. I mentioned it for the females. I'm going to mention it for the bulls. They are the sponsor of our Supreme Row show. That's going to feature, and that will feature all the Open Grand Champion bulls and females. That'll happen tonight up at the Ranch Rodeo. The Open Champions will come up and join us, and each Supreme recipient will receive a check from Bravera Bank for $3,000. Thank you, Bravera Bank. All right, we have them selected. Meet us back here at 6:15, and we will head up to the Ranch Rodeo for our presentation tonight. And again, a big thank you to Bravera Bank for $3,000 apiece going to the Supreme Bull and the Supreme Female. Put your finishing touches on, whatever you need to do, but meet back here at 6:15.